Okay, welcome everybody to yet another art stream. Oh, and I see I accidentally hit the wrong button. Okay. I think now we're in the art stream. Okay. This is the Surreal concept arty piece that we started last stream. And yeah, it needs still a bit of detailing. I don't know how much we are doing, but stuff like that where we have like clearly visible artifacts, we should fix that. Besides that, I'm not really too sure how far I want to push it, but yeah, well, let's see. So I hope you're all doing great. Myself, I'm doing very good. Yeah, I guess since I guess nobody is there yet, let's just start to paint and yeah, why not? Oh, LP Cup, thank you so much for the follow. Oh, that was unexpected. That's so cool, thank you. So we do already have people watching, so it just started. So bear with me, we still have a lot of work to do here. Yeah, but it already is working on a fundamental level. I think we have a lot of artifacts we have to deal with and stuff like that. And I do want to have a little bit of grit to the image, so I don't want to completely kill it, but like stuff like that, in my taste, it's a bit too unrefined. So let's look at that and maybe also get the perspective grid going. Gaming Hamster, just switch back. Hope you're doing great. I'm doing very good, and let's go into detailing this piece. I know when I again eating those diabolic ramen. Oh, your husband really wants to kill you, does he? But I mean, spicy food is pretty nice, but if you overdo it, it can get bad very quick. And also, since I'm getting older, I can't take in that much spicy food as I was able a few years ago, but yeah, can't do really much about that. It burns my soul. I bet. So maybe the next time you have to just make two different potions, one for your for husband and one for you. Then it might work a bit better. I think I have to kill that for now here. And then reintroduce it because the scalers are wrong. But it's okay. We will get there. Don't worry. And also a little side note, since oh, LP Cup. Hi! Also thank you for participating in the chat, that is always very nice, I appreciate it. But again, we also have a lot of people in lurk, so if you just prefer to stay a bit on the quieter side, that is totally okay too. But I'm always very happy when we have people chatting a bit around. If you like, we can talk a bit about art and my progress. That is always a good subject. But if you are you an artist yourself? And maybe we can also discuss maybe your art or something like that. That is totally appreciated in this channel. So if you want to get feedback or stuff like that, just let me know. Okay. And if you don't, if you just want to see me paint, again, that's totally okay too. Yeah, sorry that we that we aren't working on the bigger scale here. Maybe I should do that still a bit more. But in this stream particularly, I think we really need to get into the details. I think I kind of have to. Sorry, I have to get into the higher zoom levels a bit more. I hope that's okay. And let me see. Again, we did start out with some abstract paintings that I did, and I kind of just mashed them around. I think we also did one small photo bash. So again, if we have anything that is a bit on the weirder compression-y side of things, that is because of the photo bash. Let's see. I kind of like those little brush textures and stuff like that. I don't want to kill them all when I reintroduce detail here. I would like to have a little bit of that. So it's basically pick your battles at a specific time. I was about to say something about a retro quiz. So as you all know, I do also stream some retro stuff in German, and I will have another stream following this one where we are going to have a little quiz, because I just reached my 100th follower. Is that right? Okay, basically 100 followers. Sorry about my bad accent. I try to be as understandable as possible. It's sometimes a bit harder for me. Please bear with me. So yeah, basically, if you are interested in that kind of thing, we will have a little test of the retro quiz after this stream. But since most people here are now here for the art, I will shut up about that. Just a short side note. I do think we want to have some hard edges here, a bit more than what I have now. Yeah, I think that does the trick. I think here we need to solve things a bit. This isn't as I want to have. Is something up?
No, I just stretched.
Okay.
It's alright.
So let's see. I do think we want to emphasize the plane change here a bit more. We already did that here, and I kind of like the look of that. Yeah, we don't necessarily have to go for a bright blue, just in some spots. I know this is all pretty yeah, minimal changes here, but like I said, we have solved the main problems with design already, so we can focus now on really making everything nice and come together. Lost all of my viewers. Okay. I'm sorry. Where should we start? Let us get the perspective grid. I don't know, do we want to add a little bit of green here? I do think so. Maybe it's too much. I think we want to kill that light which came from the photo bash. That also kind of doesn't work with the green here. Well, let's kill that as well. And in particular, this area, this needs a complete overhaul. So let's zoom into this, and then we get ourselves the perspective grid. Yeah, this is very weird here. Yeah, don't really know where. Maybe I need this to be at 50% so that it doesn't clash in style with all the other things. Maybe we want to introduce the aquamarine color here. I don't know. As I said, this needs a complete overhaul, so you just have to experiment a bit and see what works and what doesn't. some windows, maybe. And then we can separate the planes here a bit more. And yeah, I'm contemplating if I should go into this with the same blue for the light effects that we have here. Let's see if we can blend this a little bit. We have some perspective issues here. Need to solve them. So let's get the chop brush and try to do that. Let's zoom into the whole image. I do think I want some still light here. Yeah, something like that. And again, you want to find this delicate balance of not doing too much and solving everything. And then you kind of want to give the impression of a clear geometric and perspective structure. Yeah, it's kind of hard to explain where exactly you strike that balance and where it works and where it doesn't work. And sometimes I just have to experiment, and then, like an epiphany, I know it, sometimes I don't. Marlo X, nice to have you again on the stream. How are you doing? Long time no see. Nice that you enjoyed the piece. We started with it in the last stream, and I do think it is a rather nice surreal horror concept design piece. I guess it could just work for something like a Cthulhu game or something. And but it also has a bit of an artsy vibe. Like, this is the yeah, the surreal part of it. Oh, sorry, I haven't found exam. Model X, absolutely no problem. This was just an observation. So I have total. I can totally understand you if you have to study for your exam. That is far more important than some Twitch streamer. Oh, you failed math and literature chemistry. Oh no! Malax, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I know how it feels like to give all your best and then finally fail at some exam. That really is the worst. So all my love goes out to you. I hope you can maybe take another exam or do the course next year again and bounce back from that. Oh man, that really is a bummer. My mom be like, with a bad score, I'ma keep your ass. Okay. Oh no, that is not the most motherly kind of advice. And I don't think it is the right response, but yeah. Just wanted to say that I can relate to your pain at the moment. Yeah. We really have to pick our battles here. I feel like I can so easily overdo this with details that are not beneficial to the image. I have to really look out for that. I do want to sharpen those edges a bit. And I think we want to do something with that here. If anything, we can maybe accentuate the perspective a bit more. Like, look at that edge. It's so steep in a way. Yeah, we need to have that. By the way, I'm drawing Steven with a V? Steven with a V. Okay. So, sorry if we already talked about Steven with a V. I kinda can't remember. Sorry about that. Bro, I'm still so new, so my art doesn't look exactly like the reference. Okay. So, which reference are you currently studying? Are you doing like landscape stuff where I obviously would be able to help you more? Or are you studying from Moon Knight? Do you know Moonlight? Moon Knight? Not Moonlight. Hello?
Moonlight,
Moon Knight. Is it some kind of animation thingy?
I thought it was a meme.
A meme? Okay.
Oh, it's...
Check on art chat.
Some superhero...
Some superhero.
Series.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, I kinda totally lost the Netflix and Amazon Prime series going on. This is too much here. I need to tone that down a little bit. Yeah, I don't know why, but I haven't been that active with watching series anymore. I don't know. Oh, so sorry about that. I had a plan to add a moon in here, but I ultimately decided against it. So that was that layer.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think it works that well. Let me see. Again, we might need to sharpen this edge too. Yeah, as you can see, the perspective is a little bit off here. And I think that it's not a good way to show the enormous size of this thing. This is too much. So let's dial this back.
The costume from the Steven guy looks really
Sorry, I
nice.
don't understand anything.
The costume from the Steven guy looks really nice.
The custom from?
The costume. The clothes from
The
this
clothes,
guy. Maybe you look them up.
Okay, yeah, maybe I should do that, but I don't do that on stream now. But afterwards I can look up Mr. Moon Knight. Okay, sounds interesting. Let's see how we sharpen this. I think this looks now a bit better, but this here still looks a bit too unrefined for me. I mean, we don't necessarily want to have everything conform to that mansion architecture. But I do want to at least make that look like something. I don't know. We could also try to make like a pyramid shape here on top. But I don't really know. We have to look out where the light is coming from. So this should be in shadow, right? I think at the moment it looks a bit too bright. And I do think we also, yeah, let me just fix that real quick, it's bothering me a lot. Like, make this into flames or something. Or tentacles or whatever. Okay. Already looks a lot cleaner. Yeah, and I do want to sharpen the dark tones even a bit. At least in this area. And maybe not as much. Can you draw a character? I'm not the best character artist in the world. I give you that, Marlo X. I kind of said that already a couple of times on stream. Then again, I did try to do a bit of conceptual costume design where we drew characters, and I think that turned out okay-ish. But yeah, like I said, I'm not the biggest expert on that. I'm not terrible, but yeah, okay, maybe I am pretty terrible, but I try to get better. I always see you draw landscape art, but still wondering. Yeah, so let's save that for a moment and we can look at the character stuff that I did when... But this wasn't like a character painting, it was just concept art, so please bear that in mind. It was just pencil and black and white, nothing more. But let's see. Where do you have that? I have to look it up. Sketch. Monkey Design! It's so cool that you used the new emoticon. Yeah, I did some of those. Obviously, they are not great since I'm not that good with emoticon design. Like yours looks so absolutely amazing. But then I just wanted to get something out that kind of works. So man, didn't I export those images? I did. So yeah, I think something like that we did. Let me look up. We even had something like that, and here is even more costume design, and quite obviously this is costume design. I was just concerned with how the textiles are flowing, what the different styles are, and I do think we did a good job, but I wasn't concerned with like really facial features and stuff like that, so I just didn't draw them. So I mean, so many people do character stuff, so I'm not really that inclined to go for like a full-on character only piece, but maybe what we can do is something a bit more akin to let me see what we did have here. I mean, obviously we had some really abstract pieces that are not really character work, but more like monster stuff. And yeah, something like that I like to do again. And we had something like that where we do have characters inside of an environmental screen. And here obviously I just did silhouettes and it already kind of works. But when we do an image like that and really we could detail out the characters, that's something I think I would rather do than just do like a full-blown character with no background. Because like obviously I'm more an environmental artist and I want to do something which plays into my strengths, not into my weaknesses. if you know what I mean. Okay, so back to the drawing. I hope I didn't bore you to death with those old drawings. And again, if you are new to the stream, and we did have some people who were new to the stream, you can always find all of the images on my Discord. So yeah, if that's your forte, you can go for it. to sharpen this more. Would you ever include more animals in your landscapes? Yeah, that's something I plan to do. I mean, I did some barely recognizable like cow shapes and something like. But I do think I would be very interested to do a study on cows. Sounds weird, but yeah, I think that would be something I would be interested in. With the horses, I feel like they require a lot of work to look good. With cats and dogs, yeah, I don't know. They are more like maybe cats. They could be not non-urban too, like rural type of landscape stuff, but no. Actually, I was trying to say something that so that they don't really fit into a rural landscape, but actually that's not true. Like dogs are always used to herd sheep and something like that, so they could be equally as good. Yeah, I do have to study them, but I kind of avoid to do that because they are so hard. Like, yeah, especially if your dog is performing some form of action, like running, it's very different to get right, and you are so used to seeing this anatomical shape all the time that mistakes are very obvious. So yeah, Mocky Design, again, you spotted a point where I do need to improve. That's very true. The more I talk, the more I see that it's just something, yeah, I kind of have to do that. I think I remember the one you done with the deer. Yeah, right. I think you were talking about this one, right? Like, obviously, I mean, I painted a lot, as you can see, but I did also cheat a little bit with the photo brush here. Like, usually I like to eliminate the photo brush so that it doesn't really shine through a lot or that much. You know what I mean. I just want to use the color. And here I did use, no way around it, I did use the form of the 3D form of the deer. So yeah, I would really love to be able to do that without any photo bash directly. I mean, for colors it's still okay, but yeah, would be cool to be able to do a little bit more with the animals. Let's see, I do think we want to introduce some bounce lights here on the, I guess they are tentacles. Not really too sure. So first of all, let's create a stronger silhouette. And then you can try to introduce some bounce light here. Not fully working yet. Also, I do think we need a bit more like purple. I feel like purple here. maybe let's look back at the whole image. I think now we overdid it a little bit. I feel like I want to dial it back now a bit. Maybe not. At least I want to sharpen the windows. We can do that without problem. So let's do the easy stuff first, and then we can deal with the harder stuff later. Yeah, I do think I want to tone down the yellow here a bit more. And this works perfectly fine if you ask me. Do we want to have like little, I don't know, maybe not, little extensions for the windows? Not too sure about that. Let's go back to full size here. Then we can add a bit of those tentacles. It's getting really a bit gory in here, but I kind of like that, I guess. Yeah, it's too much. It's too much. Okay, I do think that looks okay. And here maybe yeah, it's a mixture in this image between like solid objects and this kind of smoky, I don't know, even magical force that comes out of that. And I do think we want to play with that constantly. Let's look at, I think, these mirrors, these windows down here. I think we can at least sharpen them a bit. Yeah, well, sorry about that. Let's use the perspective grid here and really make them read a bit more. Do we want some like curtains or something? I think maybe this would be a nice touch. But we need to tone that down, right? So and we don't actually, I kind of don't want any. I'm not sure how much saturation I want here. It's not easy to call. Yeah, I need to experiment a little bit with that before I'm really sure what I want to do here. Yeah, maybe get in with the contrast color with red. Yeah, I think that could work. So let's do every window like that, and then we can see how we can go from here. Oh. Yeah, I think I can see it. I mean, it's very rough and I don't know if you can see it yet, but this could work under some circumstances. Then we need to increase the light in here. I do think it gives off a little bit of a haunted hotel vibe. And here we basically want to do the same. Yeah, we have a little bit problems with maintaining the same aspect ratio here of the windows. Everything okay? Yeah, okay, good. You looked a bit creeped out there. Okay, you're not.
I thought about sofas, couches.
Okay, you thought about couches.
I think I found some on IKEA.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, we are deciding on another couch to buy for our living room. So my girlfriend is checking out all the different sellers. We haven't yet decided for anything, but we have to at some point. Let me have a quick look and see how those windows work. And I do think we have to blend a bit, but in general I think that could work. I do think the blinds they don't really show that well because we have like no tonal contrast at all. So even though it's not really that realistic, but let's just accentuate the tops of the windows a bit more. Does this work better? Yeah. So. And then I really need like a 50% overlay here. Otherwise this is just too bright. Yeah, sorry, too dark. We need to brighten it up. Yeah, maybe 50% is too much. 30% maybe? Yeah, I think that is what I'm looking for. Yeah. And with those things it's always painting and then painting again until you find something that works. Wow, I actually had an intense deja vu at this moment. So many details, yeah. They not always work in my favor though. Sometimes I feel like I have less details and it works better. That is why I sometimes, or most of the times, check at the end of the stream if we made some changes by introducing more details which are actually not beneficial to the image. This can happen all the time. So let's look at it. And I think now it reads a bit clearer. I don't even know if we really needed to do that. We kind of... I think we need to to sharpen down those little... I think we did that already sometimes in the last stream. But it's not enough. It's still a bit washed out. So maybe we can... just use the perspective grid here. Do something like that. Oh, the category is still retro. Oh man, I thought I had that switched around. Oh no. Yeah. Thank you, Markio. That was a good catch. I kind of missed that. I was a bit quick to switch the channel settings around, and yeah. Oh man. That's why people were coming all the time and then leaving again, because they might assume that I was streaming retro, which I will be doing later. So yeah, for Exos, you managed to really screw yourself over here. Okay, but nothing I can do about that now. It happened, and yeah. What are you gonna do about it? It is like it is. Need to correct that. This needs to be a bit bigger, I think. Yeah, I think I had this issue with this element primarily because it wasn't fully in perspective. Maybe that was the case. I don't know. And still it's a bit wonky. But then again, I don't have to over detail everything. Then maybe after that one, let's switch around to the 100% view. And I still feel it is a bit weird. Maybe if we can accentuate this a bit more. Something like that. Mistakes happen. Exactly. Oh, I like this little blue accent here. And again, I feel like at this point it's really like a full-on abstract piece. I don't think about... I do still think about perspective for sure. But besides that, it's really all about edges and little plane changes. And this is basically the topic of the image now. Yeah, this needed a bit of accentuation exactly at that spot. And same here, I think. Like this. Oh man, I'm just thinking about the stupid mistake I did. Everybody, when I stream Retro Now later, everybody will just assume that I'm still in the wrong setting, I guess. So, it's kind of a very stupid mistake. But I'm very happy how this image turned out. It really has a nice vibe to it, I feel. Maybe accentuate that a bit. Yeah, and here I want to accentuate whatever demonic creature this is here. Let's zoom in directly to it. Do we really want to have something coming out of here? Not too sure. Mercury Chicken, thank you so much for your follow. I really appreciate it. That's so cool. So again, my usual talk, like if you are an... Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, we started this painting in the last stream and I do think it turned out rather nice. It really has that surreal Cthulhu vibe going on with a bit of concept design, I really enjoy it. So like I was saying, like if you want to, if you're an artist yourself and you want to talk a little bit about technique, or even want to share your own art, or want to ask me anything, feel free to do so. This is, in this channel, it's really encouraged. I would be happy to give feedback or to look at your art, do something like that. But then again, this is also a channel which is very lurker friendly, so if you just want to see me draw and not talk, but you did talk. But anyway, if you want to do that, that's totally fine too. So, how long did it take you? I think you can view the whole process on my YouTube channel without like the beginning where I wait a moment. Okay, now I show you the beginning. You have to memorize it. Wait a moment. I think this is where I kind of started with the image, and this didn't take that long. Like I was just throwing color on the canvas, and then I took some older abstract paintings from me and bashed them around together with I think 1 or 2 photos, and then I continued drawing. It's a bit of a shame because you see the photo bashing directly at the end, but this didn't take a lot of time, and everything else was done on stream, so you can see that as well. And I also plan to upload all how do I say that, all speed paints, something like that, which I did here, for all my images, because yeah, I have the videos and then I can do that, but it just takes a bit of time. So as you can see, it's a bit far away from what I ended up, but we still have all the colors, and the main idea is still, I think now it really comes together, and like I said, it is a bit of a shame that this happened so fast, but then I had this really messy image and then I continued to paint on it, and yeah. So to answer your questions now finally, it took me about like 3 or 4 hours, I think. That process is so trippy, I love it. Yeah, it's the way I like to work. Usually I'm not that much of a planner. I just throw paint on the canvas, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, but as soon as I do environmental stuff, I'm pretty confident in that I can come up with something that looks okay. But sometimes we did fail. I mean, this is the stuff I didn't upload on YouTube. We had like, I think we had one like Asian palace kind of thing, and this didn't really work. And we had one like a photo study of a desert rock, and I think I need to do that one more time. But the one I did really, it wasn't bad or anything, but I kind of didn't like it. So, but basically everything else, like the stuff I do here on stream, even though the ones I'm not totally happy, like not those ones, but most of the other ones are online on my YouTube, or at least they will be. I still have to do a couple of re-uploads because I just got into Twitch about a year ago, a bit less, and when I started I kind of didn't get the export to YouTube feature. Yeah, so I saved all of the processes to my hard drive, but not directly to YouTube, and Twitch just deleted the videos. So this is why some videos aren't online but will be in the future. Yeah, Mercury Chicken, no problem. I mean, I just mentioned that. If you are interested, that's very cool, but yeah, obviously, let's just paint a bit here on this screen and see where we can push that image even more. One important thing I'm constantly fighting at the moment is where to put detail and where to leave it in a bit of a more suggestive stage. This isn't always that easy to answer. So, Mercury Chicken, do you paint yourself? Just asking. I mean, you obviously don't have to answer if you don't like it. I actually don't consider myself to be a very good artist. I'm a hobbyist that do this for fun. And sometimes we have really cool images. But even when we have them, I feel like they are okay-ish. Painting is questionable, but I'm an environmental artist. Oh, that's very cool. This is like something I would describe myself. So if you want to share some of your work on stream, you can totally do that. What I do is photo bashing. Yeah, I do that too. But I work in visual effects, a lot of realism. Yeah, we did have some, like, obviously this one here is very surreal, and I liked my images to have a bit of a magical edge. This is very, yeah, very pronounced in that regard. But I did also paint some more real images, like let me see, like the mountain one. I mean, it's still a bit on the epic side of things, but yeah, and obviously I would need to improve in a little bit of details here and there, but I just call it a day. And then the other one with the truck, I think that's fairly realistic. It has a Christmassy vibe for some reason. So yeah, just saying that we are also doing a bit more realistic stuff. Thank you, the colors are beautiful. Glad you like them. In whatever image you were referring to. Yeah, I think you meant the Christmassy truck one, right? Okay, ArtStation, I have to check that. Yeah, and I also have an ArtStation. It's also linked in the About page, so there you can find the images in a bit of a better resolution. But it's like, oh, thank you, thanks so much, Mercury Chicken. So I do need to look at your images then, and I'm pretty sure they blow my stuff out of the water. Then I can learn from them, and this is also cool. So let's just have a quick look, shall we? Adam Passingham. Okay. Oh wow. Oh, those are great. Oh my god. Like, wow, this is crazy. I mean, it's photo bashing all the way. But I feel like you're doing such a great... I wasn't aware that it was photo bashed when I first looked at it. to me, this image suggested rather like a rendering or some sort of stuff. I mean, it's really well done. Yeah, oh wow. Oh, here you have a little progress. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah. You could easily, I mean, either you work in the industry or you plan on working in the movie for VFX industry. So, yeah, you could totally use them in a movie or something like that as a matte painting. Yeah, pretty much some sort of apparent small detail. I'm working on it. Yeah, you're doing great. You're absolutely doing great. As like with my style, I think I am, as you can maybe see, I'm leaning more a bit on a painterly style. I already mentioned that, and you can kind of really see it. So I'm not going for like hyper realism, which might also be like a little bit of an excuse. Like I try also to push it, and yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people, when they just refer to, oh, it's my style, they they are just looking for an excuse not to learn how to be better with that. And I think one could already see that in my earlier work and my later work, that I kind of got better with rendering, and yeah, maybe not. I think the most problems are made with the conceptual side of things, like thumbnailing and stuff like that, and tone control. Obviously, I still have a lot to learn, but I think there I'm matured the most. And with the style, yeah, I do like those sharp edges and those a bit oily textures. I don't know, I just love that. And since I don't need to do anything for work, I'm not working in the art industry, I'm an educational psychologist, so then I can pick my battles and just do stuff that I like. You're the first person who knows what matte painting is. Okay. Yeah, I do think on Twitch here, most people tend to do, which isn't a bad thing. I'm not bashing anyone here, yeah? But most people tend to do like more character-focused art, and I think there are some people who do environmental stuff, like also matte paintings. How is it? Matte paintings. Oh? Or matte paint. I think it's matte paintings. Oh, Phyrexis here, English is suffering. I can read it perfectly, but as soon as I have to speak it, my German accent comes through in a very bad way. I apologize. Anyway, it's really cool. Your lighting and colors are really cool. I find those are the hardest things to get right. Yeah, what I love to do with, I mean, obviously I don't tell you anything new now. So, but I just keep a bit on talking, so maybe somebody who is watching the stream and is having similar problems can get something out of it. But what I really like to do is to work on a very muted color palette. So if you look at like those colors, they are very, very muted. Look at the color wheel here. Like, not a whole lot of saturation going on. And even on the spots where you assume there should be like a really bright spot and a lot of saturation, it's actually not that much. Yeah? I mean, this looks very blue, but actually it's really a gray. So I like to work like that, and then gradually reintroduce the like very vibrant colors. Like look at that. If I would do that now, sometimes I go that far, but usually I don't. I could have like a very saturated light in here, and I can do that all over again with other parts of the image, and then you can really make the image very vibrant and glowy in a sense. So yeah, I don't know, maybe we keep that here. for that spot I think it looks rather nice. Why not? Let's do that. Are you okay? Whereabouts in Germany are you from? I'm from Hesse. So this is like directly in the middle of Germany. And we had so great weather today. Since I like hiking a lot, I was thinking about even hiking today, but then I decided against it and said I'd do that tomorrow. But I will do it tomorrow because, yeah, as soon as the sun comes out, I have to use that. And we have really we have no big mountainous regions, but like it's not flat either. It's a little bit of both in a way, and you have really magical, enchanting forests, and I plan to hike tomorrow again. I think the last image that we did, like this one, let me grab it real quick, like this one, this was actually photo bashed and obviously overpainted to hell and back from pictures that I took from photographs in our forest. So yeah. Let's see. Do think we want to accentuate that a bit more. Maybe not as much. We can also try to blend this a bit. It's very creative. I mean, obviously the last one was a bit on the kitschier side of things, but that was okay. I wanted it to be like that. At least that's what I keep telling myself. I think we can use maybe a bit of oil texture here. Let's see. I want more texture. Oh. Something like that, maybe? Not the best brushes. I mean, they are great, but not in this particularly area at this zoom level. And if I want to get some highlights in there, should be at the other side. Something like that. It's almost like you have some more buildings here in the background, I feel. That wasn't planned, but it's like a happy accident in a way. Let's switch to the Feng Zhu. Well, maybe we can switch to the Feng Zhu brush. And make that a bit brighter. No, that's way too bright. Happy accidents are amazing. Yeah. We're all being socialized by Bob Ross, and it's a nice thing. I really like his attitude. And I do like happy accidents as well. They happen all the time. You just have to not be so stuck on your initial concept and try to just go with the flow. And for this one, maybe, tell you what, maybe we can grab the soft round brush and push this area, because I think it's on the verge of not. Oh, need to change that to ultimate gloss. Oh, polyline works better here. It's on the verge of not being enough contrast. So let's try to push that back a bit. Okay, and maybe we have to blend that with the Painterly blender brush. Okay, well, why not? I mean, not totally blown away by it. It's okay. If we need to, we can overpaint that. There's so many matte painters that quote Bob Ross. Think a lot of environmental artists too. Yeah, because like I said, we're all being socialized by him. Like, if you're a child of the 80s or 90s, or maybe even later, I don't know. This Bob Ross is streamed so much on Twitch nowadays, so I think he's as omnipresent now as he was in the early years. But if you were at that time and age, you came across him on TV, and he was the first like easily accessible art resource in a way. And yeah. But I think even obviously he wouldn't be so successful if his way of doing things wouldn't resonate with a lot of people. And yeah, I just like his attitude. Regarding some of his techniques, we can be a bit more skeptical on some things. I think for the most part he does a very good job explaining things. I think one thing I kind of don't really agree with him on is the role of perspective. I feel like this should be way more important, especially like 3-point perspective. That I wish somebody would told me that way earlier. That if you want your image to look epic, you have to kind of use 3-point perspective and put the last perspective point like way up. I mean, it's so simple, but and Bob Ross didn't talk about perspective like at all. And sometimes when he did draw a cabin or something like that, he just freestyled it, and it doesn't always look that convincing. But then I'm nitpicking here. Yeah, no offense against Bob Ross, I love the guy. It just you have to look where you can take something, and then where you can maybe leave something behind. I don't know, do we want to emphasize? I'm not sure. Really not sure. Yeah, I really like his mentality towards art. Yeah, same. And also his like I'm looking for a better word, but like his wholesomeness. I think it's to 80% art for artists, but also like 20% general life advice, and the life advice part is yeah, still ongoingly great. I do think we can push that up a little bit. This for me almost looks like a hand grabbing something. And here I want a little bit of light out of that, almost like an electric eel or something like that. Yeah, I think that's very cool. Let's see if we can blend a little bit of those rather weird edges here. No, nope. Need to paint a bit more with color here. Sorry, I just needed to concentrate real hard to decide what exactly we're going for here. And maybe now we can blend. Like Mercury Chicken, I already asked you, but are you working in the industry or are you planning to do so? I mean, obviously you don't have to answer if you don't want to, but like your art looks very professional. That is why I was asking. I've been working in the industry for about 19 months now. Yeah, it shows. Like I said, looks very clean, very professional. And do you like it? I worked on Moon Knight. Oh, that's crazy. So, who said that? Was it Mark you design? I mean, obviously, I think you know Mark you, right? It can't be a coincidence that... who was it? Now I'm scrolling back the chat and I don't know. Marlow X was painting Moon Knight. Yeah, Marky. Yeah, I just read it. Yeah. That's actually crazy. So I do have to look that up now even more. Yeah, sorry for being so uninformed. Since I'm writing my PhD, as most regular viewers here know, and I still have to do a lot of sciencey work, and then I recently just started to stream a lot of retro stuff here too, and I don't know, I have so many projects, and then when I have to cut some corners, and the corners I cut are usually media consumption. I just don't do that as much anymore, but I do need to look that up. The work is really fun. It is challenging at times. Yeah, I can bet. How is it paying wise? Is it okay? Because like with the science stuff I do, I'm very happy that I have like a very steady income, and it's also not that I mean it's pretty good paying. So it's one of my things I guess I couldn't deal with the insecurity you always have with working in art. Besides some other things, I know I'm not meant for this world, but for this art world. This is one of the reasons, I guess. It pays pretty well. Just entertainment industry is huge. That is cool. Yeah, obviously, I mean, if you are skilled like yourself, you can make a living out of it. But then again, I also saw a lot of people trying to get into art, and they aren't bad per se. But it's just sometimes so hard that you also have to do the economics part of it, not only the painting part. And for some people, this is really something they can't get over. How long have you been studying psychology? This is a bit of a longer answer here, because actually I'm a musicologist by trade. I studied musicology and history and pedagogy, and then I kind of got into doing a lot of educational related videography work. And this was my entry ticket into educational psychology, where I deal now a lot with digital learning and learning via VR and stuff, which is what I'm doing my PhD on. And actually I haven't studied psychology at all, but I need some last, how do you say that, Shine? I have to take some courses, and I finished them now pretty much, except one that I still have to do. And after I finished those, it's a bit weird in my position, because I kind of already wrote my PhD. It's 270 pages, and I have to still conduct a few statistical analyses. But besides that, I'm pretty much finished, but I still have to do those psychology courses to prove that I'm worthy of the PhD. I don't know, and I think that will work okay. And when did I start with studying musicology? That was a while ago. let's leave it at that. The problem is that I kind of did a lot of things in my life. I also studied computer science for a few semesters, and even economy. So yeah. But now finally I think I found my place, and this is basically dealing with let's add a window here. Oh, should we? I do think we should. Deals with pre-service teacher education. Yeah, I mean I have already 100% how do we call that? 100% job. In Germany, the universities have different grades of PhD jobs. You can get paid only 50% or something like that, and I basically already have a normal steady income since I think 7 years ago. But when I finished my PhD, I will then, if everything goes according to plan, I will stay at university and not have a timed contract, but a contract which goes on forever. Oh man, I think I kind of, yeah, didn't do that right here. like since I studied musicology, I also compose still a lot of the time, and pretty much all of the music except for like when it doesn't show Sebastian Breitenbach in the music information screen is all my music. Which is nice because on Twitch you don't have to worry about copyright stuff and you're just playing your own music. But then again, I do also have some public domain stuff or CC by the playlist. The talent. Oh, thank you. But I'm just... this is the problem. This is why you are so much better in art than I will perhaps ever be. Because I have so many interests and I can't decide. I tried to get into art school a long time ago and they didn't want me. It's okay though. I'm not even mad anymore. And then when I got into musicology, I stopped all drawing. Like for 15 years, I didn't draw a thing. And just recently, I mean, like 7 years ago, it's still very risky. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Maybe it was 3 or 4 years ago. I don't know. Don't be that picky with the numbers. I stopped drawing for a long time. Let's leave it at that. No exact numbers, but it was a long time, and I just got back into it. And this shows you that I really can't decide on like one craft or one creative progress. I want to do everything. This makes me not become a master in something. This likely means that I become very good at a lot of things, but not being able to master one thing is just something I have to deal with. I think this part looks pretty good. I think we need to work on this, but I don't think we will do that on the stream though. It's coming to an end, but Mercury Chicken, thanks so much for the really nice conversation. So cool to talk with a fellow artist about all of these things. And again, I feel like I have to apologize that my English sucks so much, but please bear in mind that I'm not a native speaker, as you can tell, so I already have to translate all of the words and then paint at the same time. And I don't know about you, I guess some guys like Feng Zhu, they say they can talk all the time and paint, especially when they're detailing, and I can do that as well when I'm talking in my mother's tongue, but not in English. That together demands too much cognition. No worries on the English, it's a lot better than my German. Yeah, okay. I mean, if you want to, we can talk a bit. No, I will, after the stream, I will do a bit of retro gaming, and then I will switch to German. So if you are try to improve your German a bit, stay around, and we will have a little quiz. And I'm not even joking. We're going to have a little 80s and 90s retro quiz. So yeah, okay. It doesn't deal with your German language proficiency though. Okay, let's see. Do we want to blend this, or do we want to have a sharp edge? I think since it's background, I feel like we already overdid it a bit with the sharp edges. It has been so long since I spoke German. My ex was from Trier. Miss Germany a lot. It's a beautiful country. Did you migrate from Germany or something like that? Or from a neighboring country? I mean, obviously you most likely it's not your mother tongue, I assume, because you said because your mother tongue you don't have problem speaking that, even if you are in another country for a very long time. I went up to visit a few times, spent about a month there. I'm from the UK. Oh, that's nice. That is very nice. I want to visit the UK sometime in the future, especially like the northern part of England. I'm not even talking about Scotland, which is also a very good travel destination. But I think England can have a lot of nice paths, or like the very south where it borders on the I kind of forgot the name, where you have this very warm climate and also very nice architecture. It's a really nice place up north. Yeah, I think one thing I don't want to do is revisit London. Sorry. One time and not again. I'm not a big city person, so. Oh, my girlfriend is starting to cry. Okay, maybe we can make a little trip to London and do a little sightseeing, something like that. Okay, now she's smiling again. Yeah. No, I really enjoy more the nature kind of things, as is I guess also common for a lot of environmental artists. I mean, we are so obsessed with environments that it also usually takes the first spot on our vacation plans. I think here we pronounced it too heavily. I need to dial that back. But there's so many places in the world that I would like to visit. Actually crazy. Like also parts of Ireland, I think that would also be nice. And I must say I'm not the biggest expert on whiskey and stuff, but I recently, a couple of years, translate that, got into the whole whiskey business, and it's a very fascinating subject. And I like to know a bit more, maybe visit a brewery and do all of those nice things. Sandwich, hi. Hope you're doing good. When is the next stream, Sandwich? Tell me. There's some nice bright places in the center of London, but I prefer countryside. Okay, Mercury Chick, maybe you can tell me about the places that we need to visit. My girlfriend is smiling. Yeah, she wants to have more information on the cool places of London. Okay, Sandwich, soon the next stream will be. Okay, that's cool. So, Sandwich, again, sorry that I use the stream to talk about the retro thing all the time, but I kind of have to do it. We're doing a little test for the retro quiz today, and I will do that in about, I think, half an hour, something like that. We will first quit the stream. I will rate somebody. If you already know somebody that we can rate, please let me know. But after that I will have a quick break, maybe grab something to eat, and then at about 20:30 we will test out if the whole quiz kit thing is working. And Sandwich, if you want to be there, that would be very cool. You don't have to, but I'm just telling you. And after that we play a little bit of retro games. Ah, you know somebody who's live at the moment, Mercury Chicken. Tell me. I think this is also a good time to stop. I really like this. I like the way it has developed, and there are still some spots like this here where I still have to fix that. It isn't completely good now, and this is also a bit wonky. So I think in the next stream we will maybe look at this area. And here I don't think I need to do a lot. I think the more I do here, the more I would kill the painterly vibe. So, okay. One Amir Levy. Okay. I will look for him or her. Let's save it for now, and I think we come now to the closing words, closing moderation. Mercury Chicken, again, thank you so much for your follow and for the nice convo. I know I'm repeating myself, but yeah. Also, greetings from Selovea. Thank you, Sandwich. Maybe she is here again on Saturday, tomorrow, when we stream some more retro. And Mercury Chicken, if you want to see some more art from me, we stream every Friday and every Sunday. So on Sunday will be the next art stream. Okay, so this is pretty much it. Before I now go on and repeat myself over and over again, we will look for one Amir Levy. I hope you all enjoy his or her content. I think it's a he, but I mean, you shouldn't go from the profile picture alone. Monkey Design, great progress today. I'm so excited for the final piece. Yeah, me too. I think we don't even need to do that much more. A bit of blending, a bit of correction of edges, but I don't want to over detail it. Yeah. So thanks all, and for the German retro crowd, I will be back in about half an hour. See you all soon, and yeah, I hope you enjoy one Amir Levy. Let's start the raid. Thank you, Sandwich. And now we all go there. Goodbye!